Alright. Oh no, it's taking a long time. Hold on. Okay, now I got chat open and everything. Okay. What's this? Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm going to be ranking in this video. I'm going to be ranking all of my YouTube shorts to see which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. Not actually saying that these ones are the worst and these ones are the best. So, we're going to start with the oldest one. Okay. Well, one thing I can see, for one thing, there's too much black screen. Limited. There's a bit of a limited, screen. I mean, not too much of a big deal. Ultimate XP form. Yeah, this just randomly just changed the ratio. Like, this just randomly uncropped it. There's like all my apps. Actually, I'm curious. When was this made? Hold on. June 2nd, 2024. Oh, there's a lot of apps there. Well, I've installed way more. Anyway, I think the biggest problem with this is just the crop thing. Like, you need to crop these and then just resize it so it stands out more. Anyway, I'll continue. Seems to be one of these cringe YouTube edits or whatever. Do you guys hear any audio? I have literally no idea what this is. For one thing, I think this is kind of a cringe. It's kind of cringe. And two, it just drags on the entire thing for too long. So, I'll give it a solid 3 out of 10. No, 4 out of 10. I mean, 3 out of 10. Yeah, it's not bad. And Ultimate XP from... I don't know, I just don't think it's a really good idea. What did someone say? Like the XP from? Oh, I responded to this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, the next one.
So, you guys know the dungeon spawner. The spawner that spawns zombies, skeletons, and spiders. Well, this thing is boring. So, I'm gonna improve it by adding more.
Alright, one, the transition is kind of... The transition just feels like it's, not modern. The transition feels unmodern. And second off, it drags on the intro for too long. For a YouTube short, it just drags on the intro for too long. I guess it's probably one of the biggest problems.
So, I'm gonna improve it by adding more.
Anyway.
First one is the slime spawner. Spawning with a bunch of mossy cobblestone, a floor made of slime blocks, slime spawner in the middle, chest that's out in the open, and a chest buried in slime. This dungeon can give you 9 stacks of slime balls. Something I really like, the infested spawner.
The infested spawner.
This spawner spawns silverfish and infested stone blocks. Now where are the chests? Well, my friend, chests are buried under the chiseled stone.
I think that like the idea of the chest being buried under the chiseled stone is cool, but for any new players that don't really watch YouTube, then it's not really good. Not a really good hiding spot. Oh yeah, my microphone was way too close to my shoulder. I'm sorry. You guys couldn't hear me.
Also, if you open this trapdoor, there's a pressure plate that reveals to some TNT.
Okay, bro, get out. No way you said TNT like that. That was structural transformations. There wasn't a ton wrong with this video.
Open this trapdoor, there's a pressure plate that reveals to some TNT.
Like, the TNT just feels so anticlimactic because it's already set up. If you know what I'm saying. What else is there? The intro drags on for too long. This thing. Maybe the slime. I mean, I don't think the slime drags on for too long. Give it a solid 5 out of 10. Alright, the next one. Oh, come on, an advertisement. Luckily, these are instantly skippable. You know, like YouTube short ads, luckily they're very... Like, you can skip them. Like, so instantly. And I'm so happy about that. It's annoying. But yeah. Alright, now it looks like this one, Custom Dungeons Part 2. This one did... Oh, wait, no. This one did a lot better. 515 views, 23 likes, compared to... the... 494 and 15 likes. Like, just 20 more views and we got more likes. That's actually pretty good.
Custom Dungeons Part 2.
One, I think that the intro is just very straightforward. That's pretty good.
So the first dungeon we have is this dungeon. A dungeon that spawns guardians and has 2 copper blocks and 1 gold block under it. The second dungeon
Again, with the transition.
is kind of like a tree
That's not a tree. I'm just gonna say that.
But that has a drowned spawner and 1 loot chest containing a heart of the sea. The final spawner is a spawner out in the open and that spawns in a swamp with a bogged spawner, a loot chest with 5 trial keys, and a loot chest with your average loot.
Average loot. Not gonna lie, that's some pretty decent loot. Although, I mean, decent? I'm not sure about decent, but that's not bad at all.
And with the trial keys being used to open this thing, and a crafter to craft torches that can deactivate the spawner.
I honestly think that this is a really cool idea. Like the concept of using a crafter to craft torches for you to deactivate the spawner. I think that's a really cool idea.
Subscribe for more dungeons.
I mean, I think that like with these endings, like these just the endings just promote the channel more. I don't know. It kind of pisses me off.
Subscribe for more dungeons.
And I also like how, unlike some other people, he says subscribe at the end, which is pretty good. Well, I say subscribe. I'm reacting to myself, which is kind of sad.
Custom Dungeons
I mean,
Part
not really
2.
sad, but...
So the fourth...
Alright, so... None of these drag on for too long. Alright, so like... 2-second intro. I mean, if you just made the intro more detailed, that would be nice. What else is there? "10 seconds of one dungeon is good. Then, like, 10 seconds of another dungeon. Does this one drag on too long? I think this one drags on too long. Based on, like, the pace. Like, this one, like, we got fast-paced and then slow-paced. Which I think if you just went fast-paced for all of these, I think that would be better. Although, judging by the feedback, this is a pretty... I think this is a pretty good one, so... 7 out of 10.
I have an announcement to make. I'm going camping for 4th of July. Now, I'm going to be gone for 5 days, which means I won't be uploading videos, but don't worry, I'm working on making YouTube shorts all of Sunday, so I can publish them during camping through my phone. So, I mean, happy Joe Biden Day. I mean, President's Day.
One, the Joe Biden thing was very cringe. 2, I like how there was some emphasis in some of the things, which is good. What else? I'm giving it a solid 2. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. Mostly because like literally no one cares about me just going and just announcing that I'm going camping. No one cares. You just have to admit that. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, I mean this is generally just made long time ago, so yeah. What's the comments? Forced? Enough of saying forced. When? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, people care. Some people care, but I don't know. Just generally, no one's going to care, and I think that's why it just has significantly. No, I don't want to promote this. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, 2 out of 10. No one cares, and it's not gonna grow the channel. I'm sorry. And there's like just you use too much effort while you could just make a community post. I'm just saying.
Honey bottles in Minecraft aren't really useful other than honey blocks, but there is one use honey bottles have that are actually really useful, and that's the ability to get rid of any effect that applies damage to the player while.
I just want to clarify that I'm also reading chat off of my phone. Like there's no chat window, but I'm reading it off my phone.
Still keeping positive effects. The honey bottle can make any potion that applies damage go away, like poison, harming, or other stuff, but it doesn't take away weakness or slowing, which is kind of sad, but I mean it is useful to when fighting against witches, so you get the poison away.
I'm giving this a bro, this is ridiculously bad, bro. Like this is a solid, again, a 2 out of 10. Like the editing here is so bad.
Honey bottles in Minecraft aren't really useful other
also the messy inventory is too distracting, I'm just going to
than
say.
honey blocks, but there is one use honey bottles have that are.
Reading the clips is honestly not good. I'm going to be honest. What was this? What is the comments? I'm just curious. Minecraft, okay, get out. Got you sub, thanks. Okay. I don't know what this same is, but I mean, okay, cool. And looks like things were pretty positive back then. I mean, I just generally think that just reusing the clips
Actually,
and this is really slow paced for the information given. Also, it's very delayed. Like, you show a clip of you fighting witches, which is totally unrelated and slowed down. And then you talk about witches here, which is a waste of opportunity because you could have put the clip of you fighting the witches there also. I mean, yeah. 2 out of 10. Editing's very bad. I really like the fact, though. I really like the fact. It's just that it's very slow paced. The editing's bad. So yeah.
Does your YouTube channel look like this?
Bro, enough of it.
Mojang fight.
I remember that I just absolutely hated this YouTube short. Like, I disliked it. I hated this YouTube short, but I'm going to put it in the actual ranking. The one from with the bundles. Let me see. And putting hashtags in the title, but come on. Come on.
Finally announced that they're going to add the bundles after 4 years. This is supposed to fix inventory storage, but I have one problem with it. So first, this thing can hold 64 stackable items. So let's say you have a stack of cobblestone and you put it into a bundle. This makes one slot equal one slot. So to fix this, I think there should be 128 total items stored in the bundle to make 2 slots equal 1 slot, if you see what I mean. But it's still a good item, and I'm happy that Mojang.
The editing is actually pretty decent. I think that, one, the voice is still cringe. Mostly because it's not really deep. Like, when did I make... I think I was 11 when I made this. 11... 12... no, I was 12. I was 12. Alright, well, now I'm 13, so... The one from the bundles. I just think that the opinion is just very dumb. Like, what a dumb opinion, I'm going to be honest. And... let's see what the comments are saying. Hold on, first, I'll go into... I'll go into the comments later. The opinion is dumb. Like, it's not meant to carry a... It's not carry to... It's not... No, not... I'm messing up my words. I'm sorry. It's not meant to carry a stack of items, like a stack of a single type item. It's supposed to create... stack multiple items. That's what the bundle is meant for. Also, 128 slots. More slots would be nice, but it would just make the bundle complicated. Let's see what the comments are. I'm gonna rank the comments. It was made so you can hold loose items in your inventory, not a stack of cobblestone. Honestly, this is true. Honestly, this is true. A lot of people are confused on what I said. I originally thought Mojang was trying to fix the inventory problem, but they aren't, and they're just improving it. People said it was already implemented in the game a long time. I think that was just an old comment, because I don't see it anywhere. This is basically a mini shulker box on loose items. Okay, well, you can't just comment something completely different from that. Just delete the video already. I won't delete the video because... Items, so... Not because of the analytics, but you know. It was made so you can hold loose items. Oh, wait, I already read this one. I subbed? Oh, well, thank you. Shout out to Gamer Duck. Oh, public subscribe. Look at that. Alright, shout out to Gamer Duck. Why didn't I not heart this? It would be weird to heart this now because... He has to watch this live stream to know why. Shocked. Man knows nothing about the bundles. It's basically a starter shulker box. And it is cheap and does the job for a player on the brand new... What? Like, I literally just said that it's basically a mini... I didn't say it's a mini shulker box, but I explained what it did. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're just supporting this guy's comment without even knowing what you're saying. Like, come on. What's your reply? Oh. Huh. YouTube's bugging out. Anyway, I'm not here to read the comments. I'm here to rank my videos.
There's one potion in Minecraft that is so powerful barely anyone knows about.
Alright. Solid intro. Not solid, but okay, it's a pretty decent intro.
And that's Potion Total Master. Okay. Basically, what this does is give the player resistance 4 and slowness 4. People would think that you could just get rid of slowness 4 with a honey bottle, but the thing is, you can't.
I think that part is just... Hold on, I'll finish the video.
Now, why would you want to do this? Now, this thing can help you survive 3 hits from the warden without armor. And which is a potion that everyone should keep, but the problem is that you need a turtle shell to get the 3 potions, and skewers are already hard enough to get.
Okay, so I like the visual image of... I like the image of, like, potion that's so overpowered, and then you show an enchanted apple, which is overpowered and everyone knows it. Which just makes this video more engaging. And that, I think, is pretty good. The problem is the honey bottle thing. Again, inventory too distracting. The honey bottle thing, literally no one thinks that the honey bottle can stop slowness. No one thinks that, so that's just very pointless to be there. But I think this is a solid video. Okay, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. How about that? And I forgot to put the rating for this one. This one is a 2 out of 10 again. What's this? But you still die from the slowness? Yeah, that's without armor, bud. Imagine he had armor.
We all know charge.
Alright, this one. This one. My bad.
We all know charged creepers helps us get mob heads by committing suicide. But there is more facts about it that are exclusive to Bedrock Edition. First, whenever you back away from a charged creeper far enough, it turns white. Second, you guys probably know of the glitch where you can see clearly underwater with glass, but believe it or not, same goes for charged creepers apparently. Now,
Okay, so the loop was honestly not that good. And what else? These are some interesting facts that people can know about. I think that like you just make them interesting. And the committing suicide one can I'm not sure if it will actually make people laugh, but it could make people laugh.
mob heads by committing suicide. But there was more facts about it that are exclusive to Bedrock Edition. First, whenever you back away from a charged creep,
Okay, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. How about that? Editing and audio just definitely needs an improvement. That's all. 8 out of 10. Nope.
Custom Dungeons Part 3. This is a dungeon that's called the Nether Spiral. First, you go through an entrance that leads you into the main room, the fighting chamber. In this is a piglin spawner, magma cube spawner, and on the second floor is a piglin brute spawner. There's also trial spawners that spawns wither skeletons and blazes. The other additions to this place is that there's a maze you have to go through to reach to the boss room, with also being a hoglin spawner. But when you finish the maze, you're going to go to this hallway where you'll be dropped into the boss room with 6 trial spawners. Once you finish fighting all the mobs, you can now open this obsidian vault that will reveal to vaults and gold blocks and your average nether loot.
Okay.
Did you think this was cool? So like and subscribe for more dungeons.
I think the like and subscribe for more dungeons is kind of starting to die. But I honestly like how he says just like and subscribe at the end. I still like that he does that. What's this? Yes? Oh, okay. I think that you just drag on like you don't have to explain every single spawner. Which yes, still the highlights, but you don't have to explain every single one of them. So I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. How
We all
about that?
know seeds can be pretty insane, but there's one 1.20.
Okay, the pretty insane is honestly kind of cringe, and what else? It drags on for like 0.5 seconds, which everyone knows you can't do that on YouTube Shorts. It doesn't work that way.
One seed that I actually thought was really cool, and that is a trial chamber seed. So if you go to this seed and these coordinates, you'll find that a dungeon overlapped the structure. There was 2 chests right here, and a vault, which I just thought was really cool. And to top it all off, there's even another dungeon inside the trial chamber. Oh yeah, this is also only in Java edition, so hopefully you found this seed interesting. We all know.
Alright, well, one, it's not interesting enough to be good. And I think promoting seeds on YouTube Shorts is very difficult. Like, you have to have a really good seed. Like, I could definitely see this being disliked because, the way the terrain generates... like, for example, the trial chamber spawned first, and then the dungeon. Hold on. How many I'm curious, how many dislikes did that get? Which one? A very interesting seed I found. Yeah, 6 dislikes. I could definitely see that happening. Anyway. Solid 5 out of 10.
the actual one problem with the bundles, apparently. So, you know, the bundles are like a mini shulker box carrying 64 loose items, but the bundle has one problem, and that's the crafting recipe, 6 rabbit hides. And there was lots of problems. First, rabbits spawn in deserts and flower forests, which aren't a biome you see often when you create a world. Second, rabbits are hard to hit and are annoying, which defeats the purpose of all the game portable storage. I think the rabbit hide should be replaced with leather, and it's so much easier to get leather, and kind of solves the inventory problem. Plus, it makes Dashman 4 happy since he doesn't have to kill rabbits.
I think that the music doesn't fit the tone in the video. If you did some sort of different music choice, then it would be better. Also, what else? Yeah, just the music. The music doesn't hook people in. Also, like, improve the audio, buddy.
Those apparently,
Just kind of, like, you just standing there is very
so you're now
interesting.
the bundle.
And then you just take, like, a second to walk around doing nothing. So yeah, I think that's the reason why this did not result in that many views. Anyway, I guess
Alright, chat, let's go to the lock.
Nope, I don't want to
Mojang just
watch the
added a
advertisement.
new.
Hold on.
Mojang just added a new.
Oh yeah, that video. Again, 5 out of 10. Although I like the opinion. So okay, I guess I could. Yeah, just 5 out of 10. I was gonna change it from 6 out of 10, but then there's 12 comments. Dang. Oh, it's just one guy. Me communicating. Okay.
New way to get notch apples in 1.21, and that is from the trial chambers.
Again, the music choice is bad. Yeah, the music choice is bad. Just need to improve a lot of things.
Now, when you open a vault, there's a chance that you can get a notch apple. So I decided to test out if this strat is really good. So I rated 1 Ancient City and Trial Chamber. From the Ancient City, I got 7 golden apples, and from the Trial Chamber, I got 2. Now you might be thinking that this strat is pretty pointless, but this is actually a really good strat if you have an Elytra, since you could raid multiple Trial Chambers using the Chunk Base app, and you could get a ton of notch apples. I was getting so many notch apples that I really did not want notch apples.
I think that's a kind of a cool way to promote the method. Like, I was getting so many notch apples, I did not want notch apples.
Mojang just added.
The music choice is bad. Also, some things I just think are pointless, like you don't need in there.
I got 7 golden apples.
And I think that, like, just showing your entire inventory is just very predictable. I mean, I remember editing this in Microsoft Clipchamp, yes, it is a bad editing app. I remember editing it in Clipchamp. And yeah, I know you can't do keyframe animations, but if you did like a keyframe animation and just like maybe, or at least blurred this, it would have just made it more interesting. So, yeah. Hold on, I need to, hold on, there's one thing I need to do. Hold on, just gonna leave it on pause. Okay, I'm back. 4 out of 10.
So what we need is 1 gunpowder.
Hold on. So, from the looks of it, let me see. Compared to, like, hold on. Compared to, like, right here, Minecraft with custom TNT, 1 dislike. Honestly, I'll say this video, like, as this being a clip, it gives no context. So I think this kind of dissolves the dislike. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't really focus on dislikes. Anyway, compared to like the 6 likes for 400 views on this one, and the 6 likes, for 100 views is pretty insane. So I think just put some context behind this one. Where was I? Okay, here. Yeah, anyway.
I need torches, I just realized that. Please don't die.
What's this?
Good luck. I gotta say, I was doing really good for a first day.
Watch full video. If you put like maybe an arrow on the watch full video, I know that this was edited in YouTube, but I mean still, and I put some sort of arrow pointing at this. Anyway, this is a 2 out of 10. Like the biggest problem with this is that you need to put context behind this. If there's no context, then that's just not good. Hold on. This video was made 4 months ago, and there's a clip from a video I made. My voice will sound different, unlike now. Yeah, like, I think we can really tell that the voice sounds different. There's no difference about that. Anyway. Yeah, I just need to give some more context. And hold on, for like the old video, where was that video located? It's like Minecraft but with custom TNT. Yeah, this one. Just improved the editing. Yeah, I was released on March 8, 2024, like a year ago, but still. Yeah, 2 out of 10.
What's up guys, in this tutorial I'm gonna show you guys a really simple and efficient way to build a witch farm in Minecraft. What's up guys?
One, the cut in the outro. Like in the, no, not outro. There's no outro. There's not much outros in YouTube Shorts. It doesn't work that way. The ending, like the cuts, is just very bad. And
What's
again,
up guys, in this
you need to give some context. Like, come on. Like, this is why this is the most unsuccessful video on my channel. And I mean, I've seen people promote their videos from the shorts like this. Like, hold on. Like right here, like promoting.
To remind you.
No, not an advertisement. I don't want to see an advertisement. Like promoting the videos with YouTube Shorts. It's cool, but if you do it right. Obviously this YouTube Short didn't get it right. So 0 out of 10.
Minecraft has changed a lot in its past updates with raid farms and netherite, but what if none of that existed and it were put up to the test with true survival? Let me introduce you to Minecraft 1.13 Let's Play, where the only goal this episode is to get 4 iron armor and to build a base. Anyway, let's start with Minecraft 1.13.
Alright, then the intro is bad, but I'm gonna say this, but like for the actual video. Oh. For the actual Minecraft 1.13 video. Look, I don't know why I'm liking my own videos. I should probably just unlike that. I think this is by far one of my favorite videos on this channel. I mean, the intro is bad, and like these random slow motion parts are bad. But also, I like how the rest of the videos played along. But anyway, this is about YouTube Shorts, not that video. Again, just add more context, improve the editing, and that's it. I don't know, 5 out of 10. Most of my old shorts aren't good.
So excited for book club.
So, it's been about a year now I've been creating content on YouTube. And I only gained 153 subscribers. It's okay. I mean, I'm pretty happy that you guys are supporting my channel. But anyway, today is about, all the videos I made combined. So I'm gonna make a compilation of all the videos I made on this channel. I'm gonna combine it all into one video, except I'm not actually doing the videos. I'm doing YouTube shorts instead. So it's been about a year now. If you did something like a click for video, that would have been better. And again, the context, I mean, no one really cares. No one cares. Like, the YouTube Shorts isn't like to connect with your audience. That's the point of live streams and community posts, to connect with your community. I've been creating, and I think advertising your videos, I think this did a better job than some of the other ones that were advertising the videos, like these ones. I mean, this one did a better job. Also, the use of audio is okay, but it could be better. Minecraft's new snapshot is really cool. Here's what's in it. First, Mojang finally listened to me by making it so the crafting recipe for the bundle is so much cheaper. They also made it so you can take a specific item out of the bundle whenever you like by using the scores key, picking up your item, and taking it out. They also changed the texture for redstone torches, comparators, and repeaters, which kinda look ugly, but it's not too much of a big deal. And finally, they made minecarts faster. Okay, yeah, it's going very fast. And to demonstrate how fast it goes, this is me going like about 300 blocks in like a few seconds. They also made minecarts do this. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, that's all from the snapshot. I think that the use of audio is very good. Like, the audio use is actually pretty good. It's exciting, which is what the video is. I like the use of audio, and that's by far my favorite audio for YouTube Shorts. Let's see, did this? I don't think this did anything wrong. I remember the title. I think the title was just very misleading, which I guess just results into 14 dislikes. So maybe improve the thumbnail, although that doesn't really matter. Although I thought this was a cool video, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. What did it do wrong? Yeah, this one. It was just crafting the bundle. It was making a bunch of mistakes, which just delays the video. So yeah, although this is a pretty good video. So yeah. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Anyway. Wait, what does WSG mean? I don't know what WSG stands for. Anyway, this is an 8 out of 10, so yeah. The Mushroom Fjords is a really real... Why am I liking my own videos? I gotta just... I mean... I won't dislike it, because, I mean, I still need to rank these. But yeah, I don't know why I'm liking my own videos. That's kind of cringe. Biome. Now, people usually spend... the Mushroom Fjords is a really real biome. Now, people usually spend, like, hours and hours finding just one biome. But what if you find a mushroom island that has no island at all? You're kind of confused, but... if you go to this seed and these coordinates... a mushroom fields. Okay, at first this does not look like a mushroom fields, but if you hover over this, go into F3 menu, it says mushroom fields. So yeah, this mushroom fields isn't a mushroom fields. This actually is just a spot. Subscribe for more seeds. I think for this one, it kind of drags on for too long, and if you just like said. If when you were talking about the mushroom island being rare and stuff, you should have showed an image of a mushroom island, or show a you being in a mushroom island.
But yeah, solid. I mean, 7 out of 10.
How rare is your
Oh, come on, bro. That advertisement.
Mushrooms are the most
come on.
overpowered mob.
Hold on.
Mushrooms are the most overpowered mob in Minecraft.
Really?
At first, you might be thinking why. Mushrooms are only used to get mushroom stew. But there's a secret feature they have that I bet you probably didn't know. If you strike a mushroom with lightning, then it will turn into a brown mushroom. But if you give a brown mushroom a dandelion and milk it for stew, you could just eat the stew, and look at that. Your health, this is by far the best food in the game. And plus, you can even get mushroom stew if you don't want just a suspicious stew.
Okay.
Granted, it does require 1 dandelion to do, but it's still really overpowered. And that's why...
Okay. Hold on. I want to see the loop. Alright, now the loop is decent. I think that it kind of drags on for too long. Some parts, like in the gameplay, some parts of the audio are too loud for people to understand the audio of you speaking.
Mushrooms are the most overpowered mob in Minecraft.
And I think just like the spectator
Mushrooms
just
are the most
zooming
overpowered
around,
mob in Minecraft.
like the spectator mode zooming around is kind of distracting. And I think overpowered mob is kind of an understatement. 6 out of 10.
What's the best way to get wheat
Again, why am I liking my own videos? I don't know why.
in Minecraft?
Hold on.
What's the best way to get wheat in Minecraft? First, pink sheep. Second, people usually build a wheat farm to get their wheat, but it's nowhere near as efficient as this method. You see, the best way to get wheat is from villagers. Now, for just getting wheat around this entire village for like a few minutes, this much wheat.
For what?
Yeah, this is the best way to get wheat in Minecraft. So to test this method out, I'm gonna go raiding villages for like 10 minutes, and I'll show you how much I got. And for just 10 minutes of gathering wheat from villages, I was able to get this much wheat.
Oh, dang.
And if you did this for 100 days straight, you would get 288,000 wheat. Which, I mean, at this point, you broke the whole world record. And that answers the question for, what's the best way to get wheat in Minecraft?
Bro. Oh my gosh. The loop was pretty good. The loop is Debbie. I like the loop. The loop was pretty cool. There's a lot of problems with this. First, him just saying, first, pink sheep. Which one, no one cares. 2, defeats the purpose of the video. And that could result in people clicking off. I mean, I would go into, like, the analytics, but... No, I would go into the analytics to prove my point. Hold on, you know what? I should do that now. Let's see, analytics, reach, no, engagement. It's the average view duration.
What's the best way to get wheat in Minecraft?
What's the average
First,
view duration?
pink sheep.
Yeah, like, by now, like, the pink sheep thing just dropped down significantly. Like, it was just, like, a pretty good retention. Then it was, like, here, then down. Like, the pink sheep just ruined the pink sheep just kind of almost ruined the entire video. And there's a few other things. Like, the village just getting wheat. And then the hay bale thing, the text just doesn't pop out enough. And then you ending the montage of you, no, not montage. And then you ending the, okay, me, wait, okay, let me start over. And ending the montage, with this much wheat. Again, no context, and I think you could have done some sort of voiceover to finish that. I thought the rest of the video plays pretty smoothly and pretty good. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I really like the method though.
Custom Dungeons Part 4. This dungeon is called the Illidor Lookout. There's 3 floors to this. The first floor has an Illusionor along with a Vex spawner. If you go to the second floor, there's 2 Vindicator spawners. And then there's 1 Evoker spawner and 1 Vex spawner. There's also 2 loot chests in the 3rd floor. And on the 4th floor, if you go back behind the staircase, there's the 4th chest. Subscribe for more dungeons.
For a YouTube short, this is very slow paced. Not very, but this is pretty slow paced. Also, I'm just noticing that, like, I'm just using the text. Wait, I don't know what this guy is talking about. I don't know if he's trying to insult me or trying to compliment me or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I just left it there because I didn't know what to do with it. This is pretty decent. Other than the slow pacing, it's pretty decent. So I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. How about that? 7 out of 10. Maybe I could get away with that. Nope. Again, with liking my own videos. Come on.
How many hits can you survive from the Warden? Normally, if you hit a Warden, you wouldn't survive. But with Protection 2 Diamond Armor, you can survive 3 hits. And with 4 Protection 4 Netherite Armor, you can survive 5 hits. But it doesn't stop there just yet. If you eat a Notch Apple and a Potion of Total Master, you can survive 1, 2, 26, 27 hits. So yeah, 27 hits is how many hits we can survive from the Warden. 27. So yeah, the Warden isn't as powerful now.
Huh, okay. I'm going to be honest, this is my favorite YouTube short I've ever posted. Like, this is by far my favorite. I absolutely love this short. I'm giving it a solid 10 out of 10. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. And I know, like, I edited, part of the video from, like, the YouTube studio. I edited part of the video. But this is pretty good.
How many hits can you
10 out of 10. And a ton of comments, too. Dang. Wanna clap? Oh, dang. 7 months and I haven't, gotten around to that. I mean, if you guys want to do some sort of collaboration with me, you can email me with the email in my channel description. Just saying. Like right here. 10 out of 10 video, my favorite.
Mojang just accidentally leaked Minecraft Live. Let me explain. But before I tell you, if you don't want to get spoiled, then I suggest clicking off the video. So, Mojang just released a new snapshot that adds dyeable bundles. But that's not what is exciting. You see, on the Minecraft Live website, they accidentally released the summary of their live show. And now let's get on to the fun stuff. Mojang said that they are going to work on this biome called the Pale Gardens, and it looks white. And they posted a couple images and it looks white wood, cool. And second, they are going to add this new mob called the Creaking. And they've also posted pictures of that, and I'm pretty excited for it. But we don't officially know what everything is going to be, and we can only find out tomorrow at Minecraft Live, and I'll even be going live reacting to it. Mojang just...
I think that there was just some weird cuts to the thing. But things I really liked about this YouTube short is it gets straight to the point. and it shows a bunch of visual images distracting from the gameplay. So that's pretty cool. Although the pictures, if they just like, if you had some sort of keyframe of them swiping from like here to like here, that would have been better. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. How about that?
Minecraft Live just ended, so here's my thoughts. First off, we have the creaking, and honestly, in my opinion, the creaking is a very cool mob. But why is that? Now granted, there's a bunch of cool features about the creaking that I can't fit into this video, but I just love the concept of it. Second, we have the Pale Gardens, and honestly, I really like this biome too. It's kind of like a dark oak forest, but it's whitewood and creepier. Now the Minecraft movie, and honestly, Mojang just being so positive about this just shows that they want money.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Bundles of Bravery is a cool update name. Now they didn't say much about it, other than the name of the update, but yeah, hopefully they add it soon. And I like all the features that they're adding.
Okay, I'm going to say that the Minecraft movie is actually pretty good. Hold on. If you guys want to know why the Minecraft movie is good, you should watch this video. I mean, yeah, I'm promoting, but still.
Minecraft Live just ended.
I think the only problem I can really think of is that, like, some of the audio, one, the creaking. I like how he just whenever he said creaking, a creaking showed up. And I wish he did the same with the bundles in the rest of the video. I mean, I think it's pretty good. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Introducing the Slimulator.
I've made a big mistake.
Oh man, oh man. I dislike this video. I mean, I don't know. 83 likes, dang. How much? Okay, 5,200. Hold on. 5,200. Compared to how many hits you can survive from a warden with 5,100? 140 with 5,100. And 5,200 with 83. That's honestly kind of like dang. I mean, I wanted to prevent myself from using damn. That's why I was, you know. Okay. Let's look.
Mistake wearing gold boots to the nether.
Let me restart.
I've made a big mistake wearing gold boots to the nether. Now why is that? Everyone wears gold armor so they aren't attacked by piglins. And they do gold boots specifically because it's the cheapest. Instead, you should wear a gold helmet. Reason why is because gold helmets provide the same protection as an iron helmet, making it so you get more protection in the nether from all the other mobs. Also, another reason you should use a gold helmet is because it has a very high enchantment level while enchanting. So theoretically, a gold helmet with a high enchantment level can be more powerful than an average netherite helmet. So this is why you should use a gold helmet instead of gold boots. I've made it.
Alright, I think that the Minecraft fact is pretty good. The problem with this video is that the intro is very bad. Like, I made a big
wearing
mistake.
gold boots to the nether.
You get it. I mean, it just, honestly, it just sounds like, okay. Like, hold on. It just sounds like, why am I struggling thinking? It sounds so out of context. Kind of. Not so out of context, but it sounds kind of out of context. Like, I made a big mistake in the nether. It's not going to help you support what your main idea. Let's see what the comments are saying. Nice. Okay. Okay, bro. 7 likes? Get out. Okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should get out. Okay, never mind. I mean, yeah, there's just a bunch of improvements. I'll give it a 4 out of 10 because the intro is very bad and it has slow pacing, so yeah. And the text needs to stand out.
There's one thing no one knew about the Pale Gardens. Now, what's so unique about it? Now, there's this thing players want where they want fog to be added to the Pale Gardens. But here's the closest thing to fog. So whenever you're in the overworld in a regular biome, the sky is blue. But when I go to the Pale Gardens, the sky turns gray, which gives the illusion that this is a spooky biome. But we got a gray sky whenever we enter the Pale Garden, so I'm thankful for that. There's one thing no one knew.
4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. There's some problems with this video. For one thing, saying the fog, like everyone wants fog in the Pale Gardens, it's not going to. It's something kind of different from the thing here. It's just a filler and wastes time. Also, the time it took to go from the dark oak forest to the pale oak forest took too long. So yeah, 4 out of 10.
How many creaking hearts can I get in under an hour? Timer starts now. Approaching the 10-minute mark, I only had 10. But sadly, approaching the 15-minute mark, I only had 13. And then I just didn't feel confident. And reaching 1/3 of the way there, I only had 15. And approaching the 30-minute mark, I was only able to get 18 creaking hearts, which wasn't really good. I was not having much luck with my creaking hearts, and at 43 minutes, I only got 20. So I decided to call it quits. So it turns out you can only get 20 creaking hearts in 1 hour.
I think this is a pretty cool idea and challenge. But I think the biggest problem with this is that you just have too many timestamp things, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, without any significant increase in creaking hearts, which kind of just drags on the video a bit. Also, it depends on the Pale Gardens, and there's just so much has updated. So yeah. Again, a 4 out of 10. Nope.
What if I told you that golden apples just got way more OP in Bedrock Edition? Normally when you eat a golden apple in Bedrock it gives you 2 hearts, but if you eat another one it stacks all the way up to 8. And you can't get any more hearts. But if you eat a golden apple, and if you have absorption still, if you log out of the world, and then relog, your hearts multiply by 3. Use this while you can before Mojang patches it. Make sure to like and subscribe.
I think that make sure to like and subscribe was kind of unnecessary. I'm just going to say that. Kind of unnecessary. Wait, what's this? 9 comments.
Sharpness 5.
Nope.
Sharpness 5 is extremely OP.
Let me pause
Bedrock
this.
Edition. And since
Come
Sharpness
on.
5 adds 6 more damage points to
Mute. How about I just reload this? How about that?
in Bedrock Edition. And since
No.
This
but
TikTok creator is getting
Okay,
canceled
bro, come
because
on.
he faked his own death.
Oh. That sounds like a interesting video. But we're doing something else. Yes, watch the live stream. Which one was I on? I was on this one.
what if
I'm sorry for like the big mess up in the thing. Oh, cool. Anyway, I think that this is pretty good. I think it could have just showed the Bedrock Edition logo here. I also like how you put Golden Apples here. It's an interesting fact. But also, the biggest problem I can really find is the between the not eating the notch apple, logging out and relogging back in took way too long. I'm just saying it took way too long, so I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10 for that.
How many creaking hearts can I...
Wait, what?
There's one...
I thought I was doing this by Otis. Hold on. Yeah, this one.
What's the best way...
What is happening with my computer? Select the short I.
Sharpness 5 is
Okay. Now we got it.
Sharpness 5 is extremely OP in Bedrock Edition.
Okay, you did the Bedrock Edition logo. That's cool.
And since Sharpness 5 adds 6 more damage points to a Netherite sword, the total damage would be 14.
I like the zoom with the Netherite sword and the Bedrock Edition logo, which makes it interesting. That's cool.
And when paired with Strength 2 and a critical hit, you can basically one-shot almost every mob. Did you guys see that? That Ravager was like a 2-hit.
Yes, you thought that people wouldn't notice the sheep trickle.
Or just killing a warden in 15 hits. So yeah, Sharpness 5 in Bedrock Edition is very OP.
I honestly like the zoom effects with the items. If you did the zoom effects and showing the item PNG with the strength, then it would have been better. But I just don't think this is an interesting video topic. Again, it's like, okay, not again, but 6 out of 10. Okay.
Here's some enchanting tips that could help you in Minecraft. When you enchant in Minecraft, sometimes you might get enchants at level 30 that you don't want. To cycle through different enchantments, all you can do is literally place torches around and you can basically change the enchants for something better or something cheaper. When combining different enchants on an anvil, sometimes the price could get very high, but to lower the price significantly, all you really have to do is just switch the two enchants and you could get a much cheaper price. And those are 2 enchanting tips in Minecraft. Here's some
I think that this is a pretty good video. Hold on, what's the description? Like how many views? For 3,000 views and 80 likes, this honestly did better than this video and this video. I mean, this video did do better, but yeah. Anyway, I just think that
enchanting tip.
I like how straight to the point this is, which is pretty good. Also, the facts in this are pretty cool and interesting. I also like how
you might get enchants at level.
He's kind of made a very, like, it was a very unsmooth zoom to the main focus of a bad enchant and then switch to a good enchant. I think that's pretty cool. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. How about that? Of course, I'm liking my own videos. Come on.
Most overpowered update in Minecraft. Some might say 1.16, some might say 1.14, but this is nowhere close to the most overpowered update in Minecraft. In snapshot 24W11A, you see if you have 2 protections, put it in a grindstone, and click on the top one, it combines the protections. This doesn't only work for armor, and it could actually work on other weapons like a sword.
Oh, damn.
So is this the most overpowered update? Yes. What's the most overpowered update in Minecraft?
I just think, okay, like, the biggest problem I can see is that the text, right here switches from Daryl, this is where the text is usually at. It switches from Daryl to Daryl. Down, 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 again, again. And it confuses the viewer. Also, I think this is kind of slow-paced, so, yeah, let's see. Where does it actually explain the fact? Like, 15 seconds. Okay. 6 out of 10. It's not terrible. Alright. Speedrunning Minecraft in creative mode. Dang, 281 likes. That's a ton. Although for 9,000 views, this isn't the best. Although it's pretty good. I'll take it. Okay. This is a pretty good video, I'll say that. I absolutely hate how it took only 5 minutes and this level of success when a video that took me like a week to edit gets less views. I mean, I think that this is a solid 9 out of 10. In my opinion, 9 out of 10. Let's see, comments. Most of these are pretty good. What's starting a pretty cool video. Yeah, pretty cool. 9 out of 10. Starting a survival world in the regular overworld is easy, but is it theoretically possible to start a survival world on the nether roof? Well, here's how you can. First, you want to enable bonus chests so you can get materials to start your journey. Now go to another waste biome using the F3 menu and build a platform made from 8 to 10 blocks. The next step is to go 25 blocks away from the platform and wait for zombified piglins to spawn. It could take a while for mobs to spawn on the platform since there are already mobs spawning below the nether roof. Once zombie piglins spawn, you want to kill as many zombified piglins as you can. Now you can craft gold nuggets from the zombified piglins to gold ingots so you can trade with piglins if they happen to spawn on the platform. Now rinse and repeat until you get 10 obsidian and a fire torch from the piglin. Now finally, with your obsidian you can make a nether portal, lighting it with your fire torch to escape the nether and into the overworld, all starting from the nether roof. Starting a survival. I love the editing. The editing in this is so good. Like, I love the editing. Like, this is honestly a pretty good edited video. Although the intro, I would say the intro drags on for too long. The intro drags on for too long, like 10 seconds. Like, you could have, like, summarized that in, like, 5 seconds. Like, is it physically, like, you can have just said something like, is it possible to beat Minecraft starting on the nether roof? Well, first you have to, and then it just explains the video. I think that would have been better. Although I like the music. I like the music in this. How the music is placed. 9 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10. I love the editing.
When you're looking for a car...
Come on, get out. Here's some, again with the liking my own videos. Come on. Useful text. Hold on. Here's some useful textual. One, he spelled useful wrong. Here's some useful texture packs in Minecraft. This first one is called Low File, which lowers the file animation significantly. This next one is called No Fog, which, as the name suggests, removes the fog from Minecraft, which makes spotting things way easier. This next resource pack is called Blue Netherite, which turns the netherite texture blue, which makes spotting them way easier. This next texture pack is called Fullbright, which makes everything in Minecraft brighter, which makes finding ores in caves way easier. Those are all the resource packs, and there's downloads to all of them in the description. Here's some very well edited. It's a pretty good edited video. Texture packs in Minecraft, but the bitrate is pretty low, I'll say that. Oh, so is there anything else that's wrong? Hold on. I think this just has way too many mods here. It has way too many mods. It's kind of fast-paced. Downloads in the description. Although the description is just very unhelpful. could someone actually copy and paste this? Let's do that. Okay, it looks like we can. Does this place it to low file? Okay, it does. Pretty interesting mods. I just think there's way too many facts. Also, I will point this out. I do like the text. Like, here's some music. The text, I like the stroke and how you made it stand out more. I mean, yeah, there are a bit of other ways you can do that.
When you look,
Hold on. Starting. I also liked it from here. And I also liked how bright it was.
when you look,
With like the replay shots. So
Here are some useful texture packs.
how many hits for this one? I think this is the last short I made. So this is like the big finale.
How many hits can you survive from an end crystal blast?
One, the bitrate is just so bad.
Normally, an end crystal would kill you, but with protection for netherite armor, this still kills you. And surprisingly, blast protection doesn't even do anything. But it isn't over yet, since if you drink a potion of the Turtle Master and eat an enchanted golden apple, you can survive.
Alright.
9 hits. But we can go farther, since if you drink the potion Turtle Master and eat an enchanted golden apple while standing 2 blocks under the end crystal, you can survive. $389 hits. 389 hits is how many hits we can survive from the end crystal. So yeah, end crystals aren't that powerful anymore. How many?
This video honestly just had so much potential. I think this video's tone and everything was trying to like have the same tone and everything as this one. Tone, idea, concept. This one, I think this just like really flopped. Like, let's see. Yeah, like this one very flopped. One, the bitrate is very bad. And I mean, personally, it doesn't matter about the video quality. But for YouTube Shorts, it does. Also, the text, just like majorly got... Okay, majorly is not a... I don't think majorly is a word. Is majorly a word? I mean, that's not much of a concern now. But the text just got like downgraded a lot. Like it was...
Here's some music.
It was better here.
How many hits can you survive from it?
Also, the audio could use some improving. Like, I think this video has like the best voice audio.
How many hits can you survive from an end?
I think that like for like the normal protection and blast protection, it drags on for too long because it likes the exact same thing. And then I think that like right here it drags on too long. Like let's say the montage starts here. Starts, not starts. And then it just drags on for like 10 seconds of nothing but montage, which is kind of boring. Okay, 6 out of 10. No, 5 out of 10. Improve the bitrate, and I think this video is going to do way better. But I also like the replay shot. It was very simple and pretty crystal. Alright. So, with all of these shorts, I've ranked which one's the best and which one's the worst. Obviously, this one is by far the best short I've posted. Like this is by far the best. It's the most successful one, and like just you can't really compare these. The second best was this one. I mean, this one had its flaws. I mean, wait, there was another thing with this one that was also a problem, but I won't go over it. Now, the worst ones were honestly like the old ones. This one was bad. Okay, I say this one was bad. This one was bad. This one was bad. This one was bad. There's a ton of these that are bad. But I think overall I've improved significantly. Like from getting 500 views a video, 500 views a short, to getting like close to 1,000 a short was a big improvement. But now my shorts fell off and I don't really like doing them. So yeah, I say that I've improved in YouTube Shorts, and that's all for this live stream. So yeah, I'm going to have dinner soon. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and that's it. Goodbye.